Wow. What in the world? This is going to be a tough one to talk about and pause. It's going by so fast and there's no good spot. But already I'm seeing some really, really controlled thumb technique, which is super impressive. Coincidentally, I paused on this frame where you can really see her doing what I think is a rake down with the thumb and then upstroking on a pop, but doing it in kind of a flamenco way, like that. And then catching that top note, so raking down, almost like sweep picking with a guitar pick, but using it in a more percussive way. So catching this top note. And we're going down B minor, A, G, F sharp. It already kind of sounds like... that kind of thing. So we're kind of in B minor, so I'm going to kind of see how she utilizes that because that's more of a middle of the neck position. I heard a little harmonic. There was that tapping thing. I got to wrap my head around that. Let me just go back and try to reprocess right out of the gate what was going on here. This is crazy. Yeah, that. Okay, we'll come back to that. Listen to the harmonic. Listen to that. Dum bum 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 bum. That high B. I don't know if she got that here. Crazy. Just the timing of that. And again, she's absolutely doing that kind of raking thing. It's kind of giving it this strum pop. Really controlled rhythm in the pocket. I'm kind of losing my words. I don't know. It's just a lot. I'm not sure where to start. Let's let it roll and see how crazy this gets. Yeah, don't get it going. That's a cool groove. I'm just gonna laugh. Okay, as I always point out when a bass player does two-handed tapping, a lot of bass players and students I've taught over the years are always really fascinated to learn tapping to make it sound good, and it is my duty to say this in any video I see a bass player doing this well. The way you get good accuracy with both hands and tapping, especially, you know, your plucking hand, you're taking it away from the pickups and bringing it over here, is to put your thumb on the back of the neck. I'm sure if you guys who watch a lot of my videos are going to hear me say this all the time. To get good accuracy, you have to have your thumb here and then tap like this, right? You don't want to tap from your shoulder. You don't want this to be your fulcrum point because then your entire arm and the entire weight of your arm has to be responsible for a really precise landing here. So you want to mount that thumb, and you'll watch when we watch this tapping section again, the thumb kind of glides on the back of the neck. Like on a train track, it does not go away. That way you can have a lot more precision and accuracy here to get those multi-finger things, and you're not kind of putting your whole arm into it. It'd be very awkward, and you would lose a lot of precision. So watch her do that here, and you'll see that anytime a bass player does two-handed tapping at this advanced level, this is almost always a core tenet of their technique. That is such a cool groove, too. So watch your thumb. Keeping it there. Super cool. So far, it's a lot of hybrid of slap popping with double thump elements thrown in. So normal slap and pop, you just go slap pop. She's throwing in some double pops too. It's just very fast. And she's taking like 3 or 4 really great hybrids of this technique and kind of using them all musically. I even like how that slapped percussive line you're hearing is actually doubling the vocal melody. That's a cool just thing. It might be more akin to this genre, but it's just all very singular, just right at you. The vocal melody, the bass slapping along with the vocal melody. Boom, 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 right up the middle. It just has this intense kind of unease feeling like, it's chaotic. I'm here for it. It's interesting. But yes, slapping and popping. And she's doing some double thump, which is just down and up with the thumb. And then adding these double pops with the index in the middle. That kind of stuff. And just mixing it together to have really thought out grooves that almost override any of the drum part, or I hadn't even been listening to what the drums are doing. The bass is so percussive. So great control of that. You'll notice she keeps her hand really by the bass. She's using a lot of wrist. And it's amazing to me, I'm going to have to say this, that she's jumping around like this and having that kind of precision. It's very hard to do this being still. I look for stuff like this. It's impressive control. The muscle memory with her technique is flawless and just well practiced. My dad used to live in Japan a long, long time ago. My grandparents were in the military, and he was blown away by the culture over there, the arts, the music. Said everybody was just so tuned into attention to detail with art, whether it was visual, music, food. And you can kind of just see that flourish. I've said this in a lot of the Japanese bands you guys have turned me on to. There's just an attention to detail. The presentation is always perfect. It's well executed. They don't halfway do anything. And I can tell she's practiced, studied, and has this stuff on lock. And I've never been to Japan, but it is a bucket list place for me. I've been a lot of other places around the world touring, not there yet. And I would love to visit. I would love to kind of see and feel this culture in person, because as an artist myself, I'm really drawn to that element of their culture with the arts. Really cool. So clean. Woo. Yes. Landing on that harmonic again. Tasteful. Tasteful to go from that intense of a bass part and just leave it there. That little finger style solo was great. I thought she might slap the entire time, but she's up here going. Maybe ending with the harmonic there too. This is cool. This is just a showcase of, it's just like, F you. I'm good. I'm here for it. And now I can hear the drums keeping time. Oh God, it's gonna get even crazier. Punk rock guitar. Ooh. Good bass tone. I haven't talked about that yet either. Most basses can sound good if they have new strings and you're really popping them. They have that really percussive metallic sound, but hearing her do that little bridge melody part, that's a good jazz bass tone. Listen to that here. Nice grit, saturation. It's like a Geddy Lee tone, right? Just crisp, warm, a little bit of bite. And that makes the slapping part sound even crispier. That was cool. Key change. Down to A flat. That's cool. LOVEBITES did this, I think. They did like a key change at the end. Not that that's related, but it just kind of made me think about that. And yeah, I could just go on and on about, I could just tell how practiced and refined this is technique-wise. Let's play this thing out because I'm pretty blown away. Just amazing. What can I say? This was a lot of fun.